Hello everyone, my name is Pritam and welcome to another video of the C programming playlist. In the previous video, we have gone through a lot of things. Okay, how we can use pointer to retrieve the data from a 1D array or 2D array, and how the internal implementation is done actually, and all these diagrams I already explained. Okay, 3D array also we have discussed, and now we will move forward towards a very famous thing in C programming using pointer, which is call by reference. Okay, so what is a call by reference? Okay, now function call is of two types. Okay, normally it's three types, but in general it's two types we normally consider. One is call by value, another one is call by reference. Call by value I already explained. Okay, but for a quick introduction, in this video we are going to talk about obviously call by reference. We are going to talk about, okay, we also going to talk about the difference between call by value and call by reference. Okay, all the things we are going to discuss with some example, don't worry. And like before that, I would like to recall one thing regarding call by value. Now let me take an example here. So here what we will do, that we are going to, okay, hash include stdio dot h, okay, in main we are going to take a equal to 10 and b equal to, for example, 15. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to print those values, okay, before swap. Okay, and then we are going to write the swap function of a comma b. Okay, and then again we are going to write after swap. Okay, and then we are going to write return 0. Now as it is the function swap we have called, so void swap of, okay, already it has been written, and okay, we will be commenting this line as of now, and we will not be using this logic. Okay, x equal to x y, then okay, so this is the XOR operation which we have done, bitwise XOR operation. Okay, if you don't know about these things, go to the previous videos in the C programming playlist, you will get to know, don't worry. Okay, now like here what is the problem? Let me run the code. Okay, you would see that before swap and after swap all the values are same. Okay, and if I enable this line and again if we execute, you would see that inside the swap function the swap is happening. Okay, so the swap is happening, whereas in the main body it is not reflected. Okay, what is the reason? So this is the code which I had written in my iPad. Okay, so now what is happening here, like in the main body we are taking the value a equal to 10, b equal to 15. Okay, before swapping we are printing it out, and the result will be obviously a equal to 10 and b equal to 15. That's good. Now what is the issue? Issue is in the swap, if you see, we are calling the function, okay, by the values. That's why it is called call by value, correct? So what will happen, this is the main body, for example, okay, and this is the swap body or the swap function, if I say. Okay, now what will happen, obviously there are two values a and b, there are another two values here also, for example x and y. Here it is a and b. So a equal to what? A equal to 10, b equal to 15. Obviously when we are doing the call by value, okay, from the actual parameter to formal parameter the values will be copied, that is for sure. So this value will go here and this value will go here. Let's do that. It will go here, it will go here, it is 10 and 15. If you print the values x and y here, it will give you the same values. But here the operation is happening where the swap is happening actually. After these three, okay, I'm not explaining what exactly happening inside these things. Okay, after these three lines, x will be equal to 15 and y will be equal to 10. That's why the x inside the swap function, the line was getting printed in the code. Okay, it was a equal to 15 and b equal to 10. But again in the after swap, in the main body, okay, in body here, okay, in that part if you see here, after that also again a equal to 10 and b equal to 15. After these operations, obviously the value has been changed, but as you can see here, the void, we are not returning anything. So how these values will be getting returned here and will be reflected here? It is not possible. In function calls, we cannot return. Okay, we actually cannot return multiple values from any function. If you ask me, then how will we return an array? We do not return the array actually. We return the base address of the array, and by that base address we used to like get those values from the array. Okay. Similarly, like the similar thing is needed actually. Here you can see there is a drawback of, okay, it's a drawback of call by value. Okay, it's a drawback of call by value. We cannot do this kind of stuffs. Now what will you do? So in this scenario actually the call by reference come into the picture. What will happen? I will explain you, and after that I will explain the code as well. Okay, what will happen that here, for example, it will be like main function, okay, and it will be like swap function. Okay, so there are two variables, one is a and another one is b. Okay, and here it would be one value, there it would be another value. Okay, now what is the difference? In call by value, okay, it was a and it was b. Okay, it was a and it was b, but in call by reference, okay, for example it's main function, for example it's swap function. So what we would write in void swap, that it will be integer asterisk x comma integer asterisk y, and inside the void swap app, what will happen? We will write asterisk x equal to asterisk x caret asterisk y equal to asterisk s x caret asterisk y, and again asterisk x equal to asterisk x caret asterisk y. So now what is the importance of having these asterisks? Okay, what exactly it means? So if it is asterisk x and if it is asterisk y, then obviously when you will be calling like swap of ampersand of a comma ampersand of b, similarly here what it was happening, they were calling a and b, and these values are getting copied into here. Similarly, if you call by ampersand of a comma ampersand of b, the addresses will be storing going there. So to store those address, we are actually declaring these pointers. Okay, these will store the values. So for example, the address of it is 100, it is 200, for example it is 10 and it is 15. So what it will contain? It will contain actually 100 and it will contain 200. And what does it mean? It means this one is pointing to this one is pointing to this variable. Now when you will be doing the asterisk thing, actually what is this asterisk x? Asterisk x means 10, asterisk y means 15. So obviously indirectly actually we are accessing all these all these variables from the swap function. Actually main function में हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, but from the swap function. For example, like any in your Bollywood films you would see ना, दुबई से अपना भाई इंडिया में सब कुछ चला रहे हैं. So this is दुबई से भाई ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं, based on that मुंबई में सारी अंडरवर्ल्ड की चीज़ें चल रही हैं. तो वैसे kind of concept you can understand, right? So that's the thing. It's a funny thing, obviously. I was just giving an example, okay. So yeah, that is the thing. Okay, बॉलीवुड में फिल्मों में बोलते हैं ना, बाहर दुनिया में रहते हैं भाई, लेकिन अभी भी मुंबई में अपना राज है. तो दैट इज़ हाउ एक्चुअली इट मेंटेन्स. वो उसके पास अपना चेला लोग रहते हैं, वो लोग अपना काम कर देते हैं. एंड दैट इज़ द पॉइंटर एक्चुअली. ओके, यूजिंग दैट पॉइंटर they can easily access those variables here. That is the beauty of pointer, and that is why it is very much crucial. Okay, so let's go in the code, and let me change something in the code, and let me show you guys. Okay, so first of all, this x, okay, we will replace the x by asterisk x. Okay, and again the y we will replace by the asterisk y, obviously, correct. Now here also we have to write ampersand of a and ampersand of b. Now if you see, okay, before swap 1015, inside swap 1510, after swap also 1510. So now it is getting changed. This is how we can return multiple values. Actually we are not returning any value, but yeah, it looks like we are returning more than one values from the swap function, and that is how the call by reference actually work. Okay, so this is the concept. If you want to do some more practice on the call by reference, I would tell you to go to the sheet. The link will be in the description or in my WhatsApp channel. Okay, so there you will find more and more problems using call by reference. Try out them. If you are stucking anywhere, let me know in the comment section of this video. I will definitely create the solution for all of you guys. Okay, don't worry, and subscribe the channel if you really like the content, guys, and please hit the like button also if you really like the content, and share these videos with your friends. And yeah, this much for today. See you in the next video with a new topic where we will be talking about passing 1D array to a function. Okay, so there you will get to know like how pointer actually will be helping you. Okay, and also we will be talking about more and more topics in near future. Okay, passing 1D array, 2D array, then pointer arrays, array of pointers actually, and other most of void pointers, dynamic memory allocation, malloc, alloc, relloc, many things are remaining. Don't worry. Okay, in malloc also there are many concepts which you should know. People actually do not explain all these things on social media or YouTube tutorials. That's why I thought, okay, let's deep dive into the topic, and let's explore those things. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, and see you in the next video.